Good afternoon, guys. So, looks like we're heading out a little bit earlier today. Apparently there was a report of the Skorros. They were out and about again, so nice to know that they're hanging around. Looking a bit rough, but it sounds like they took down an impala, so we're going to head out that way and go and see if we can follow up on it, and hopefully we get a good visual. So stay tuned, let's see what happens with these guys, and hopefully they're looking a little bit better. Alrighty guys, it looks like we're coming up on where those two Skorro males were seen earlier today. A couple tracks going across there. Some vultures in the tree. I believe they were just around the corner here. So we're just going to swing around and have a look. Alrighty, we're approaching them. You guys see them? They're just lying down over here. A nice big male lion. Oh, he's on the impala kill still. Don't know where his brother currently is. We're just going to hang back over here. Unfortunately the sun's a bit bright for everybody to see. Yeah, so it's pretty hot. I mean, we're out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But got an update that these guys were on this impala kill, so it was well worth it. And these are two males that have come out the Timbavati, known as the Skorro brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see more than... Yeah, where's the second one?
The other one I don't see at this moment, but I'm sure he's not too far away. Did you see him? Is he lying off to the side there, Vus? So this male is still feeding. And if we have a look quite closely, you'll see that his bottom right canine is actually broken. So it's a bit of an easy indication of to who they are. Oh, he's getting up. Oh! Looking nice and full now. They were looking very skinny the other day, so it's quite good to see that they have recovered a little bit and have managed to find something to eat. Yeah.
Did you say female?
Male.
Yeah,
it's a male lion. Yeah.
The main, but,
Yeah, it's a male lion.
I thought the females were the ones that did most of the hunting.
No, that's a bit of a misconception. I mean, the males break away themselves and also have to guard and monitor territory, and during that time period they have to feed themselves as well.
Yeah.
A lot of that documentation was also done in East Africa, where it's a lot more open. So the males give themselves away a lot more easily, and then they struggle to hunt a bit more. So the females do a lot of the hunting up there. Here they've got a lot more cover, so they're able to sneak up on prey species. It's still the case a lot of the time that you'll see the females that have made the kills, and then the males will come in and kind of chase them off and take over, help themselves, grab what they need.
It's a patriarchy.
So we've managed to find the second male, just lying in the shade and resting. So it looks like both of these Skorro males both have their bottom canines broken on the right hand side, which is quite unique to have both of them have that.
Is that like from fighting, or?
It's possibly taking down prey species and then breaking along the way.
Hard shot.
They are also fairly old male lions. I believe they're quite close to becoming double digits, nearly 10 years old.
Is it like cats where they kind of get more white on their faces and stuff? Or I guess that's dogs. Dogs do they? I see them.
Doesn't he have his eyes closed?
He does have his eyes closed, yeah. They're probably hot and quite tired from a bit of a hunt, and as well as feeding. That's why they're panting heavily. There's a lot of pressure on the diaphragm, and so a lot of shallow breathing happening. And it's the heat of the day, so they're also trying to cool down.
Yep.
if we're lucky, hopefully we'll get them coming to drink at the closest waterhole a bit later today.
We have another vulture over here.
Yep, another one hanging out.
Another one over there is an eagle.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like.
So it's quite nice having these two males in the area. They're not often seen here, so they've kind of been displaced out of their territorial range by another coalition of males known as the Vuyela males. And we think that perhaps those males, which is a coalition of 5, have kind of put pressure on them, and now they're pushed into this area. Maybe only temporarily. Time will tell. We'll see what happens with these guys.
Well, nice for you. It's easier to find them, maybe.
Absolutely. Well, it's a nice change to have some lions in our area, and also some different ones. We saw these guys the other day, so it was lovely. Still lovely to see them in the area. He's got a lot of flies sitting on his nose. Can see they're bugging him. That we did manage to catch him with a kill. I mean, it was just a moment and great timing, because an impala is a very small morsel for them. They would finish that up in no time, so it would have been a recent kill. Maybe only half an hour.
It was pretty
well
eviscerated too.
Yeah. So this guy looks like he's also moving across, probably wants a bit more from his brother. Unfortunately, they're heading into some thick stuff across there, so we won't be following them. But maybe a little later this afternoon we'll get to see them out in the open down by a waterhole, which would be great. Hopefully they come and drink and give us another opportunity to view them. Otherwise we'll be seeing these boys later. Okay, this boy seems to be coming back this way. That's great.
Exchanging.
Yeah, it was like a very casual swap over there. Your turn to eat now, my turn to lounge and keep an eye out on things. Making his way to come lie down in the shade.
He's supposed to give a little parade here.
So they're taking turns eating?
Yeah, it seems that way.
That's really collaborative.
It is. It's not always like that, especially when the lions are hungry. They usually so dominant. Whoever's got enough energy will kind of stick with it as long as they can. But obviously they've eaten their full, and he was happy to move off. Rest a bit. Brilliant. Alright guys, we're gonna leave these two boys alone and hopefully catch them a bit later. Lucky to have caught these guys coming for the drink, eh? We thought as much earlier on that they would, after that meal, come to the closest waterhole. It's special to catch lions drinking. Fantastic. What a beautiful way to end the day, hey? Viewing these two majestic males having a drink of water. Good to see that they're looking in better shape now too. Fantastic.